What's going on, man? We back again with another video. Now this video is going to be different than probably any other video I've recorded because I don't think I've recorded a video like this. This is a rant video. I just have to get this out. I've been wanting to get this out for a long time. So you see the title. You obviously know it's about the Lakers. If you haven't been watching the channel, I'm a Cavs fan and I'm a Lakers fan. And a Lakers fan ever since Kobe. Ever since 2008 when I was a kid. I used to watch Kobe all the time. That was actually the first basketball player I ever watched or ever paid attention to. So I just been hooked on the Lakers ever since. I went through the dark days, went through the years. We were so terrible. We had lineups of Marcus Hoytis, Xavier Henry, Jordan Hill, Robert Sacre, Jordan Clarkson starting lineups. Like I went through those days. And then the Cavs, I've been a fan of Darius Garland and Colin Sexton ever since high school. And then since they got drafted going into that team, I just fell in love with the team. So now I'm a Cavs fan. But other than that, not a fan of nobody else. I got a lot of favorite players, but not a fan of nobody else. But the Lakers are my team. And these last 2 years after the championship has been so disappointing. So disappointing. A lot of injuries, a lot of bad trades, a lot of bad contracts. And it's hard, man. It's hard because like we got way better teams than we had during the days we were so terrible when we had those bad lineups. But like those teams look worse, and those teams were actually fun to watch. Like when I'm watching from the Lakers, it's hard to watch at times. So you know, with us being in LA and all that, and us having LeBron James, we all know the icon that he is. We're gonna have a lot of eyes on us, and that's the hard part. That's the hard part because a lot of eyes leads to a lot of expectations. Most expectations are just not realistic. Like if you even had us touching a Western Conference Finals, it just no. Even like I said, I'm a Lakers stan, no. And if you had us touching the play-in, I agree. Even if you had us as a 6 seed, I wouldn't agree with you. But looking at this team, nigga, we might not make the play-in again. Fully healthy or not, we might not make the playoff. And I'm talking about this team, the team that we're watching now. We might not make the playoff again. We might. Because it's just so terribly constructed. And you know what messed it up. And I'm not putting this all on Rob Pelinka. Trading for Russ hurt bad. And that's like, yeah, that's obvious. But the niggas that we traded, that's the part that hurts. Because we go to Washington right now and we look at who's the leading scorer of the Washington Wizards. That's the part that hurt. If you go to Denver and you see who's their best, well, second best, because Michael Porter Jr. is a demon. You see who's the best perimeter shooter over there in Denver and who's probably their best perimeter defender over there in Denver. That's the part that hurts. If you go look at what Montrezl Harrell did with the Charlotte Hornets last year, that's the part that hurts. So we traded all of that depth. Two of those actually helped us win the championship. Two of those were a huge part of us winning the championship. Motherfucking KCP was getting MVP talk in the bubble in the finals. Like, he was a huge part. And we traded that for Russell Westbrook. Now, I can understand people talking about, like, when that happened, I can understand people be like, these are 3 Hall of Famers, they're going to get it done. If you're a Hall of Famer, you can find a way to adapt. But what has Russell Westbrook ever shown us to do that? He's never shown it. Never shown it. He's always wanted to be the number one. He's always felt like he was the best player on the team, no matter who he's playing with. And it always hurts the team that he's playing with. Quote unquote. Look at the 2019 series against the Blazers. He made that a Russell Westbrook versus Damian Lillard thing, and Dame just killed him. He killed him. You can go back to previous series with KD. He cost them some of the series that they lost. I can't think of the top of my head, but he cost them some of the series that they lost. And that's just an ego thing. And I can't lie, I was a bit optimistic, especially this year. I was real optimistic because I was like, yo, we didn't have time to jail last year. But like, yeah, it's bad. It's bad. And I remember when the narrative around Russ was, even no matter who he's with, he can get you a couple games. If LeBron and AD sit out, not even that. Actually, let me take that away. If Russ is traded to another team, I don't think he can get you a couple games or more. He just doesn't look the same at all. The burst is not there. The explosiveness is not there. playmaking, I don't know where that went. I never felt like he was an elite playmaker anyway, but I thought he was a pretty good one. And I don't know where that went. Even Westbrook stayed a lot of mid-range shots. He just hits the side of the back all the time. I don't know what's happening to Russ, and I sort of feel bad for him because I know he's getting all the blame, and that's why I believe in my thumbnail it says all our problems, or the title's going to say all our problems is not on Russell Westbrook, because it's not. It's not. But looking at Russ, I gotta give him some blame for this, because like he's terrible. He looks terrible, and I agree with Kendrick Perkins said, if he doesn't take away his ego and try to do what's best for the team, he might not be in the league. He might not be in the league, because when you look at it like, yo, he wants to start. He wants to be a big part of the team. Look at the scheme in the NBA. What was he starting on? I can't name your team. Even the Wizards, Monte Morris has been hooping. He's been playing good, so I don't even see them doing that. And he's not going to come off the bench. He doesn't want to do that. So it could be a possibility that he could come out the league. But Rob Pelinka has done us so bad. One with that trade, of course, but let's not forget LeBron and AD wanted and approved that trade. So they fucked us too. But Rob Pelinka, this shit is terrible. Now, when you look at our roster, the reason why I put a huge blame on Rob Pelinka is the nigga did his worst job building a team around LeBron James. You need snipers. You don't need shooters. You need snipers around LeBron James. We're going to look at the free agency pool from this summer, but you need snipers. So your signings were Damian Jones, Kendrick Nunn. You brought him back. I love the addition of Scottie Pippen. Don't know why we're not playing him. Matt Ryan seems cool. I would almost call him Dennis Smith Jr. Dennis Schroeder. We tried that already. We already had 4 guards before we got him, but Dennis Schroeder, okay. Juan Toscano Anderson. And I love Juan. And not to say that he's not an NBA player, but the fact that Juan is our first or second guy off the bench, that's terrible. Lonnie Walker, I see what he did, what he wanted to do. Sort of like what they did with Malik Monk. Still no. Now we look at the free agents of the summer. Kyle Anderson. That would have get signing. Why is Melo not on the team? Because I'm pretty sure Melo doesn't want no huge deal, no huge role, nothing. He just wants to shoot the ball. Look, Carmelo was huge for us last year. He won us plenty of games. Why is he not on the team? Why? DJ Augustine was pretty good for us last year. Why is he not on the team? Mo Bamba signed to what? How much did Mo Bamba sign for? And I know Mo Bamba wanted to go back, but he signed for $10 million. We couldn't throw him a little offer. We had the money. I know you see the top 3 contracts. They were deep contracts, but LeBron just signed that contract after we couldn't sign nobody else. We had the money to go sign Mo Bamba. Let's keep looking. There might be at least one overseas. I'm not mad at that. Avery Bradley, why is he not here? Why? He still sticks to good defense. Still a decent shooter, but okay. We can keep going. Go past that. Troy Brown Jr. was also a signing. I didn't see him. He sucks. Bad. Thomas Bryant, really good signing. Just waiting for him to be healthy. But other guys, it's like we could have been a good team if we just went out there and signed good names, like smart names. We went out there and signed non-shooters, and it's not even all the free agents, so I don't know why that list stopped. But we signed non-shooters, and now let's look at the free agents that's still out there. Because when we're looking at this team, we need wing depth. Like I said, we have like 5'7" guards. We have 5'7" guards. We have our wing is Juan and LeBron. That's it. We're starting a 6'4" Lonnie Walker at 3. So, shit, go out there and try to get DeAndre Brunson. Just try to work him out, something, pause. Like, we're that desperate that DeAndre Brunson is what we need. And it's terrible, bro. It's terrible. Now, one more point that I want to make before I end the video. I don't want to cuss too loud. It's pretty late. Why the hell are we holding on to this? Why? What are we doing holding on to a 2027 pick when we have LeBron James? We have Anthony Davis. LeBron is heading towards out his prime. because he's been looking pretty bad. The game's on right now. He's been looking pretty bad. I ain't gonna lie. LeBron still getting his stats, but LeBron hasn't looked like LeBron. So there's a lot of arguments people can make if they wanted to, because LeBron has a lot like LeBron. But he's going out of his prime, but he's still a top 10 player. Anthony Davis still looks like a top 10 player. But you holding on to a 2027 pick? For what? We don't need that. Rob Pelinka, what are you doing? We don't need that. Especially in return, we're getting Buddy Hield and Miles Turner who fill in the holes that we need. Not all the holes, but fill in the holes. We need shooters. They are shooters. One is a sniper. And then we got another shot blocker that can make this defense that's already pretty good to be a dominant defense like we was in 2020. And you're holding on to a 2027 pick. Stupid. It's stupid, bro. It's stupid. Terribly built team. Terribly built. Yeah, it's just terribly built team. I don't even know what to say, man. I'm towards I'm done. Like, and you look at our schedule. It's a potential. We can start out 0-9, and that's terrible, bro. I definitely thought it was gonna be better. I was like I said, I was optimistic, but this shit's bad. It's real bad. It's real bad. But hey, I don't know. Shout out to Darvingham. You're doing your job. You're doing what you can do. But this shit is bad. We signed Pat Bev. I love Pat Bev to death. That's one of my guys. What were we doing with that? Why did we trade? I don't know. That don't even fit, bro. That don't fit. And you talking about I made the playoffs all my years. Well, you gonna miss that bitch this year, boy. You gonna miss that because we look bad, bro. Other than that, man, I'm done, man. I'm gonna go watch this game because we actually are down by 7. So hopefully we can pull this out. I will talk to you guys later. Peace.